Good morning, beautiful people. I hope that all is well in your world and this beautiful day will become one of the best days of your life right here on this plantation called America's. Right here on this plantation called America. My beautiful black intelligent brothers and sisters. Know that black folks, people that look like me, are very, very intelligent people, are very, very creative people. Like a mother's guiding hand. Proverbs will help lead us down the path of life. The black proverbs, the black proverbs, the black proverbs are the ones that I am referring to. Black folks, black writers, black folks, black writers, black authors, black philosophers write and speak to the many aspects of our lives as its relevance now as it did many generations ago. Black folks are very, very wise. Black folks are very, very creative. Those that are killed for a lack of wisdom are numerous. Those killed by wisdom do not amount to anything. That is one of those African black proverbs that I am referencing to. Wisdom enclosed in the heart is likened to a light in a jug. Another black proverbs. Instruction in youth is like engraving in stone. Instruction during your youth, instructions during my youth is likened to engraving in stone, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Do you know that punk ass Whiteboy president calls himself a president, pretending to be president, installed, elected as president by a bunch, millions of racist, white supremacy believing white folks. That punk ass white boy in the white boy house had peaceful protesters tear gassed. He had them tear gassed, shot them with rubber bullets, so that he would not look like a bunker, a bunker, a bunker, a bunker baby, so that he would not look like a bunker baby. I call him President Archie Bunker. He's the more racist and the less likable, despicable white boy on the planet. You hear all of the facts about him hiding as police clashed with protesters this past Sunday night. So what did he do? He did the only respectable thing that a punk-ass white boy would do. He had peaceful protesters tear gassed outside of the white boy house so that he could walk the streets for a photo op to prove that the Antichrist can hold a Bible in front of a church. He planned it, the photo op. He planned the attack on peaceful protesters. And he had William Barr, another punk-ass white boy, orchestrate it to make it happen. After Trump spent the night devouring cable news coverage of protests across the country, including in front of the white boy house, he was supposed to speak to reporters in the Rose Garden. And maybe he thought that the flashbang shells and screams of protesters being hit with rubber bullets wouldn't be heard in the Rose Garden. But all of the reporters gathered at the white boy house immediately began hitting social media to see what was happening. And while the president was in front of them, claiming that he was an ally of peaceful protesters, the police force was busy doing his dirty work. That punk ass, no brain ass, ignorant ass white boy in the white boy house called Trump. He used a Bible and one of the churches without permission as a backdrop for a message antithetical to the teachings of this white boy, Jesus Christ, this so-called white boy, Jesus Christ, and everything that my church stands for. We should be outraged. We should be outraged. We should be insulted. We should be offended. The good news is this: that white boy Trump is scrambling. He's been troubled by months of COVID-19 death and his administration botched attempts at handling the global pandemic. He's now facing America's cancer, systemic racism, and black death at the hands of the white racist cops. With a presidential election right around the corner, his poll numbers are falling faster than Lindsey Graham's man's panties when he walked into the presidential bedroom. And Trump is looking for a way to bolster favor with his supporters who are getting tired of his ineptitude. Long ago, we lost sight of the normal, NORMAL. But this was a very immoral act. Many Republican operatives have said that. The president, this white boy, this ignorant white boy with power in the white boy house, used force against American citizens, not to protect property, but to soothe his own insecurities. We will all move on to the next outrage, but this was a true abuse of power and should never be forgotten. This white boy didn't just use force on peaceful protesters. He threatened military action against American citizens and claimed that if governors won't bring the hammer down on protesters, then as president in the white boy house, he would. He said that his first duty as president is to defend our great country and the American people. He said he swore an oath to uphold the law of our nations, and that is exactly what I will do. Said by a man who have broken every law that we establish as a norm in the past 4 years. Then he returned to the white boy house and retreated to his bunker, where bunker babies, where punk-ass white boys like Trump should remain. That's what I have on this one. Please go to thethrasherway.libsyn.com. There you will have access to all that I do.